is looking for energetic summer staff to be part of our day camp team. Full-time positions are available at our 5 locations for approximately 11 weeks. You have to be 15 years of age. You have to have worked with children before, valid first aid, enthusiastic, energetic, creative, not required but desired if you can swim, canoe, kayak, and rock climb. So send this to the city of Cranbrook. So if I'm interviewing you, I would be Mark Smith. All right. And just looking over your resume, it looks like you would like to earn a position in early childhood education. So you want to work in like a preschool. This would be a good experience for that then. You have volunteered at the Burnaby Village Museum, helping supervise children from safety. That's good experience. You also volunteered at TELUS, the World of Science. So that's good. You performed magic tricks and entertained children, taught arts and crafts, and supervised different stations. You also volunteered at Cameron Rex Complex, and you worked with a specific student with Down syndrome and interacted with the parents about the child's progress. And you also worked at Caribou Park as a volunteer, teaching arts and crafts and playing with different children around the pool and playground. So it looks like you actually have quite a bit of experience with children, and this job is going to be all about looking after kids during the summer months. So that sounds pretty good. Now, do you have first aid?
Yeah.
Training? You do? Oh, okay, great. I see you have it down here under your education. So you got it at Burnaby Mountain?
Yeah.
And your class had to take it all? Everybody had to take it?
Yeah, our whole PE class in grade 10.
Okay. What kind of things did you learn during your first aid test?
How to do CPR on like kids and stuff.
Do you feel confident that you'd be able to do that under a difficult situation?
Not really.
Not really? No?
No.
Okay. But if you had to, you would?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, great. Let's see. How old are you at this time?
18.
18. Excellent. So you're at least 15. And you've worked a lot with children. You have valid first aid. Would you say that you're an enthusiastic person?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Does your enthusiasm increase when you work with children?
Yeah.
You find it easier to work with children than working with adults or people your own age?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay. I see that most of your resume, it shows that you have a lot of volunteer experience. Have you worked at a job where you've been paid before?
No.
Not yet. So this, if you get hired for this, it would be your first paid position.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What would you, it says on your resume that you would like to obtain a certificate for working in early childhood education. What would be like your dream job in the future? What would you love to do?
EA or a teacher.
Educational assistant or a teacher? Excellent. If you were to become a teacher, what area of teaching would you like to get into? Elementary, high school?
I think elementary, kindergarten.
Like kindergarten?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Now, in teaching, you're going to have to work on your own as well as in teams. Which environment do you prefer working in? A team environment or more on your own?
More on my own, I think.
Okay. How come? Why would you prefer to work on your own?
Working with people is like really hard. There's like a lot of different opinions they have.
Yeah.
So it's tough to get along with people.
Okay, sure. Okay. So do you find that conflict is difficult to deal with then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So finding ways to deal with conflict is difficult. Okay. If you find that difficult, what would you say are your best strengths?
Miss Bullock, 230.
Sorry. Like, what would you bring to a job like this?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you obviously, it sounds like you like working with children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that enthusiasm of working with youth is a strength of yours. Do you find that, like, are you a creative person?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're good at coming up with activities for them
Yeah.
to keep them busy and learning. Okay, great. Which of your volunteer experiences do you think best prepare you for our summer camp position?
I think the Burnaby Village Museum one, because it was like during spring break, so it was like a camp,
Okay,
and this is like a camp.
sure. And how many students did you have there?
It was like 30.
Wow.
So like a class set.
A class set?
Yeah.
And did you work with a bunch of people, or what did you have? How many students did you work with at one time?
I worked with a student one-on-one
Okay.
because he had a selective mutism.
Oh,
So yeah,
did you find that difficult or challenging?
at times I did.
Yeah. What was the hardest part about working with someone with selective mutism?
He doesn't talk, so you can't really communicate with the child.
Right.
Yeah.
Did he speak? Did he have knowledge of American Sign Language?
Not that I know
Not
of.
that you know of. Okay. So how would he communicate with you?
We used paper and we wrote down little messages.
Excellent. And did you find that worked well?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good problem solving technique. That's great. Tell me about a time when you were volunteering where you felt really successful. Is there something that happened that you felt really proud that something was really successful?
I think it would be at Burnaby Village Museum
Okay.
when I got the kid to like communicate with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So using that paper
Yeah.
and pen kind of method. Great. Yeah, that would be really neat. Is there any time where you felt like things didn't go very well in that job?
Yeah, when he asked me for my phone number.